Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. I'm your host for tonight. My name is Arlene. If you're new here, I'm married to an American and I'm living here in Washington State for a little over 3 years now. And tonight, it's a very special night because we will be joined by a film couple from California and they will be sharing us their wedding experience in the Philippines, their CR1 experience, and their life in California, and of course, some reasons why Filipina and why American. So, if you like this kind of topics, I hope you stick around. And if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button and share this video to your friends. Without further ado, let's welcome Cory and Ria of Korea's vlog.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi everyone, how are you guys?
Hello, Cory and Ria.
Hello.
Hi sis.
Hello, thank you so much again. Thank you so much for agreeing to this podcast, and it's
You're welcome.
live, huh?
You're
All
welcome.
right, so let's kick off our conversation by sharing a little bit about yourself, so our viewers would know who is Cory and who is Ria. Who wants to go first?
So by the way, my name is Ria. I'm originally from Iloilo, Philippines. So I got here 2018. So it's been like gonna be 5 years. And yeah, I married to American Cory. There he is.
Hello. And I'm Cory. I'm a native of California. I've been here for 43 years. And what else was
Life is great. Life is great
there?
in California.
Yeah, I'm just a native of California. I grew up in Palo Alto, California, and I moved to Gila, California when I was 2.
Oh,
So I've been here ever since I was 2.
nice. And then Cory, you we've been chatting offline earlier, and you
Hmm.
guys got married in the Philippines.
Yes, we
What
did.
made you decide to have your wedding in the Philippines?
It's just way less expensive than over here in the U.S. Over there, I was able to have a wedding for like less than $1,000 or less than $2,000. And over
And
here,
uh-huh.
the wedding is like
10,000.
10,000.
More
Maybe
than
just
that.
maybe just for the reception.
All right. So that quality of wedding that's $2,000 in the Philippines, if you
Hmm.
have that in the US, would be like 10 grand.
Yeah,
More than
Oh, okay. So that was your main consideration why you had your wedding in the Philippines.
yeah.
And then how about like the processing, like getting into like towards the wedding preparations, things like that? Because in the US, when you get your marriage license, it's very easy.
Hmm.
You just go to the capital and then
Yeah.
file some documents and that's it. No more seminars or other documentation, really.
Hmm.
Mhm.
How about in the Philippines for you that is an American? Was it a hassle or how was it?
No, it really wasn't a hassle. It was just we had to get the capacity of marriage
Certificate.
license,
Mhm.
and then we had to get it signed. We had to go to what do we have to go
You
to?
have to provide your birth
We have to get
certificate
the
too.
birth certificate
Yeah.
and show them
Yeah.
that you're not
Okay.
anybody else.
Mhm.
And did you have to like stay in the Philippines for weeks or months so that you can have your wedding there, or how
Yeah.
was it?
You
Yeah.
have to stay like probably 2 weeks. But
2 weeks
he
would be enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he stayed there for a month. So that's why we had our wedding. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. And then
Mm-hmm.
because in the Philippines, Sis Ria, I remember I did not get married in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, but I have friends who were married there, and I
Mm-hmm.
witnessed that they said that you have to go to a seminar or
Yeah.
like
You have to
did
go
you
for
guys
a
have to?
seminar. Yeah.
Ah,
We
okay.
went for a seminar when one of my friend was conducted a seminar to us. She is the head of the one who conducted the seminar. So
Uh-huh.
we did had a seminar, right, with
Yeah, we did.
Quinilo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but pretty much the documentation and the requirements was straightforward, was it?
Yeah, he just provided the certificate of legal capacity to contract marriage that you will be he got it from US embassy, You
Uh-huh.
should be getting it in U.S. Embassy Manila or only in Cebu City, like consular agency. Yeah, you have to
Mm.
provide those just to prove that you are not married to any Filipino, but because the Philippine government required those.
Yeah, the certificate of no marriage
Yeah.
with Senomar.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's
Gotcha.
different from Cinomar.
Oh,
The
it's
you yeah, it's different.
oh,
You have to
oh
pay
really?
$50. I don't know right now. It's like
Uh,
$50, I think, that you have to pay for it. So you can get a marriage certificate because
oh.
the municipality, we got married by we got married from the mayor. So we
Okay.
didn't get married from the church. So we
Uh-huh.
did have only a ceremony that our mayor conducted it.
Uh-huh.
So, in order to get the marriage certificate, you have to provide those two requirements, which is a certificate of legal capacity to contract marriage, and then your his birth certificate, and also my birth certificate. So they
Mm.
key in the records and everything, and then they gonna go for application for the marriage,
Uh,
and then
and
after that seminar
and I think sis no having a wedding like a civil wedding is easier
is easier.
compared to like if you're gonna do a church wedding, because like in a Catholic church, if your wife
To
is
get
a Catholic,
baptized, yes, he need to be baptized first.
yeah, you need to be baptized and all the other, like you need to whatever, like the Catholic stuff.
So basically, civil wedding is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easier than the church wedding and lesser expenses. You know,
And then Corey, how was the experience? I mean, what were your expectations of a Philippine wedding?
The expectations I was normal. I like the culture. I like the wedding. It was smooth. No problems.
big family.
Big family. Yeah.
And so you were okay with big family and crowd,
Yeah.
because for sure in the Philippines if there's wedding it's gonna be crowded. Are you
Yes.
Yeah.
are were you okay with it, with
I
that
was
kind of
okay. Yeah.
setup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got
Did you?
surprised. I'm like, wow. I'm like, the whole clan is here.
Because over
Yeah,
there, because over
yeah,
there we don't have a big family,
Yeah.
that's
especially my
right. That's
Uh-huh.
right. I that's what I noticed here in America. Only like the close family are present in this kind of occasion. But in the Philippines, if you do weddings, the extended
yeah.
relatives and family are gonna be present. But of course, if the husband doesn't like I mean that kind of setup, it's
Mhm.
something that the Western guy and the
Yeah.
Filipina can talk. And
Mhm.
agree as to what the setup of their wedding
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
the guest. For sure. So that's so nice of you, Corey, that you seem to warm up right away to the people, to the Filipino people.
Yeah.
For sure, you got a lot of like stares from Filipinos, like oh handsome, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was
He
told.
said he's a celebrity over there. Because all the people,
Yes,
hi, Corey. Hi. Who's that? I'm like,
yeah,
that's he said that all the people are like my uncle, my auntie. He said, is that really your uncle or your auntie? I'm like, yeah, we do that over there. Like
yes.
everybody are like relatives.
Yeah, and yeah, that's like the culture. But like I said, for Western viewer here and we're like, oh, it's gonna be like that. I'm scared now. No, it's a
No,
case to case basis. If you're okay with that, then you can. That's our culture, but it's also something that you talk about with your Filipina and agree about your setup, because there's also some weddings in there that are very intimate as well, like the American setup. Because
Mhm.
here in the I got married here in the US, and did you know that our guests were only my parents-in-law and the sisters of my husband, and of course the minister and his wife that officiated our wedding. That's it.
that's it. Wow,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
very
All
simple.
right. So so after you guys got married, how soon did you start the process for the CR1?
You wanna say it?
Yeah. We started right after.
Okay, but
I'm sorry. Right after I came back from the U.S. or to the U.S.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So like before you left the Philippines, you get like all the
we
requirements.
prepared everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything, so that when
We
you get back, everything's ready for
Yeah,
submission.
filing.
yeah
Yes.
we fulfilled
Perfect.
everything, and then I brought everything back with me, and then we still had to like get some more stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
that's what we did. We just got a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
And then how long was the process? How long did you guys get your like how long did you, Sis Ria, receive your invitation for interview at the embassy? US, I mean Philippine US embassy at the in the Philippines.
I think it took like 10 months or 12 or a year, something like that. Oh wait, I received we submitted it when did you come back? I forgot already. Sorry, sis.
I
It's
came
been
back
5 years, yeah.
2000,
2017.
17. Yeah.
You came back on May, right? And
Yeah.
right after June, I think, or July, he submitted a application, like the CR1
Uh-huh.
pricing. And then by September or after that month, I received my like the notice that they received my application, blah blah blah, and then I forgot already if how long it took for me to have the interview. I
But an estimate would be like 10 months.
something like that.
Mm. And then so you guys did your CR1 DIY by
Yeah,
yourself only. You did
We
not
did.
hire an
No.
agency. How
no.
was the process? Was it terrifying? Was it like
It
were you
wasn't
scared?
so
It was
thing.
exhausting. A lot of arguments.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of paper. You gotta buy a
Fighting.
lot of paper. A lot of printing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
A lot.
for sure it was a stressful
yeah.
like stressful
It
days
was
because you're gonna make sure that you didn't do anything
Yeah.
incorrectly so that there's not gonna be a back and forth on the documents.
Yeah. But I actually like messed up on one little thing. But
Uh-huh.
I guess it went through.
what?
About my mom
No, it's
was
okay.
born.
That was not. That was. I think your
No,
mom
no,
birth
because
date.
my mom was born.
Yeah,
I
you don't need to
think.
say that.
Okay, okay. I
The
messed
month,
up.
I guess.
I messed up on my mom's
Birth date.
place of birth.
Okay.
The place of birth, but
It's
it's not that significant that the USCIS
Mhm.
just said okay, it's no
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. But and then if you can give a tip or advice to those who are planning to do the same route, which is DIY
Hmm.
for CR1,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what can you tell them?
Be prepared to buy a lot of paper. Have your own printer. Have your own computer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think the fee at the time we did it was
What's
like
it like?
600 and some $40.
Six something.
Si-
600
It
something
was 600
dollars.
something.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I forgot already.
That was we did that with a money order. That's
Mm-hmm.
non-refundable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just
yeah, just a lot of
prepare
papers.
like be a lot of patience and understanding to each other. No, yeah, just prepare yourself to be exhausted because you can't say like you're not gonna fight, but I know you gonna fight. But
Yeah.
we managed to do it. Actually, we did
But
it.
did you regret that decision to do it DIY?
No.
Like,
No, we did not.
okay. All right. All
We've been
right.
satisfied and proud of ourselves that we did
Yeah.
it without
Yeah.
asking help to anybody.
Well, no,
Actually,
no.
we did.
We
We
did
did
ask. Oh,
ask, but I mean, we did it like
because
ourselves.
my pay it wasn't enough, so we asked my one of our
No,
family
it was
members
not.
to help,
Mm-hmm.
and then we found out that my pay was
It's
enough.
more than that.
So
We're just like probably miss
Over
we mislook
overthinking.
yeah,
Like
overthinking
you
it.
were thinking of like
yeah,
the
Too
requirement
much
or the
stress.
threshold when in fact it was more than enough.
yeah.
Yes. Be prepared of the stress that you're gonna encounter. Yeah, it's just a lot of patience. Need a
And
lot of
then
takes
so
time and
you
effort.
guys, that was 10 months. Let's just say 10 months before
Mm,
Ria got to be reunited with you in the US, Cory.
mm.
How was those 12, I mean 10 months apart?
I the only thing I did was walk. I worked a lot of hours at my
Mhm.
previous job, and we just talked every day
Whenever we have
whenever we
time
had to.
together. Yeah, because the time difference, and of course the main problem is the internet connection.
Oh
Knowing
yes.
that Philippines has a bad connection all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we need a lot of understanding and patience. You really need to have a lot of patience
And then
when you do LDR
and
relationship.
sometimes and plus I was sending her money too because she needed money during that time for the
Mm-hmm.
papers that she had to go through. So I'll be
Yeah,
sending her money too.
that's right. Because when you go to the embassy for your interview, you have to bring some papers with you and you have to
Yeah.
fly to Manila for your vaccination
Hmm.
and all the paperwork.
He did
Eh,
actually went home with me in my interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow. Really? So you went inside the embassy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he been
Oh,
there.
okay. So tell us about that experience. That was
It
kind of
Well,
was really
special.
smooth. It was really smooth, like nothing happened.
yeah. We woke up at what 5? We got the very first appointment was at 6,
It's
5
so
a.m.
early. It's like five,
5 a.m.
5 or 6.
We
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 just put it
we took a
6.
taxi to the embassy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we had to wait in line for a number to call. We went inside. Uh,
Phones are not allowed,
Phones are
so we
not
don't have
allowed.
phones with us. We left it at the hotel.
Uh-huh.
She got called to booth number 1, 2.
I
I
forgot
forgot.
already.
And then she gave him the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And then
First, the consular will be in the first window. Will be
Uh-huh.
Filipino. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, what they call rehearsal. He gonna check all the papers if everything are ready or complete, and then he gonna ask you if there's missing in it, and then the final window will be all the American consular
Mm,
officers.
yeah. And then did you get a lot of questions from the consul, Sis Ria?
No, actually, the one that the only thing that I was scared is was my police clearance from Hong Kong, because I worked in Hong Kong for 2 years. So once
Mm,
you work in other countries, you have to get a police clearance that you are cleared. So
cleared.
I did it, and then when the guy asked questions to me, I answered it very clearly. And Cory was there also, and he asked some questions to you.
no, he had me sit down.
Oh, he asked you to sit down
Yeah.
and wait for me, right?
No, because no, remember the first window you went to? I guess I had to sit down.
Uh-huh.
And the second window you went to, they told me to sit down too.
Oh, just for me. I forgot.
Yeah, just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
but did it help Sis Ria that Cory was there?
Yeah.
Did it
yeah,
help
it
for
helped
you?
a lot. Yes.
The
It
second
made me relieve, like,
Yeah.
oh, good.
I think the second
You're
window
good.
for the American, he knew that I was her husband and I was there, so I don't think he really asked that many questions because he knew it was real and it was legit because
Mm-hmm.
I was there.
He,
Yeah.
I remembered he just asked me, how long, when did we get married and something like that. And if I work in Hong Kong, I told him yeah, and he said okay, I got your police clearance, something like that. And he said, and he asked me, he said, oh, your husband is here, so you are good. You congratulations, welcome to the United States, and here's the
Oh,
paper, you have to read it. Okay.
The only thing
yeah.
he
He
told me
said,
was if he had any questions, he would have to he would ask me to go up there, but he
mm-hmm.
didn't
He
ask
didn't
any
ask. Yeah, he
questions.
didn't ask anything. I think it's everything we did it because we provided a lot of proofs, like pictures together, and there's some dates in it, chats when we had the LDR relationship, and all the the
Mm-hmm.
financial capacity that he can
Provide.
provide me here in US. So everything will okay. Yeah, financially and
Yeah, that's so nice.
yeah.
And then, in your case, how long from the interview did you get your visa, Sis Ria? Was it 10 to 14 days?
Yeah, I think it's only like 10 days. I got text that they're gonna be delivering my visa.
Visa. And
Yeah.
then Cory was still there, correct?
No, he went home
No,
already.
I had to fly back
Oh, he
home.
was not able
Yeah.
to wait for you.
No,
I
because after my interview, like 3 days. So when we were in Manila, that it was so crazy because we went to interview and it was like stormy weather. It has had a
Oh,
typhoon, and we're like, oh my god, how? But we survived from it, right, babe?
Yeah, we
Remember?
went back to Iloilo the
Iloilo
day before
before the
the
typhoon,
typhoon hit.
tornado, something like typhoon, because there's no tornado over there. It's a storm, big storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, that's crazy. So you, Sis Ria, you flew to the US by yourself
Yes, by
because
myself.
Cory already
Yeah.
returned to the
Correct.
US.
Yeah, I had to come back for walk.
So he came back
Oh,
September, and then I flew her. He came back September, middle of September, I guess. I could still remember. I think it was September 17th or 18th, something like that. And then I waited for my visa, and then by November 6th, I flew. Yeah, here.
nice.
It's like more than a month.
Yeah, and then her flight was like 25 hours.
Oh my
All
God.
right. So we will at this point let's read some comments from our viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we have a comment here from Remy. He
Mm-hmm.
said, hey, my name is Remy Jean Baptist, and I'm a black man. Can I have a woman to settle with? Oh, okay. So this guy is still looking for. So what I can suggest to you, Remy, is to go online dating.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met my husband at filipinocupid.com. How about you, Sis Ria and Cory?
We actually met, and it was not purposely
No,
that
it
I
was.
was searching for a man. No.
I was in
And
New
he was
York.
not searching either for a woman.
Well, me, I just had broke up from a relationship. I was dating a Filipina at that time. We broke up, and then I just went on my phone, downloaded this one application called Chatimity,
Yeah, Chatimity.
and I was just talking to random
Random
ladies or
people.
random girls. Like,
Uh-huh.
There's men there too. It
well,
was like
I wasn't
men
talking.
or
I
women.
wasn't talking to a man. But
And
anyways, it was like random people are talking,
yeah, random people.
and then say like, "Hey, how you doing? Where you from?" Blah blah blah, stuff like that. And for some reason, I landed on her.
He just
Oh.
popped up on me, and we started like chatting.
Yeah,
Hey.
but
But
that,
how did
but
you learn about that app, Sis Ria? Because I haven't heard about that app.
Yeah, it was like I think they closed it
they
already,
closed
or
it a long
they
time
yeah, a
ago.
long time ago, like 20.
This was
Oh.
2012,
Wait. No, we met for 2014. I think
2014.
2016 they shut it or they deleted it.
Yeah,
Like 2 years only. After that, no more.
Yeah, so yeah, for Remy here, I can't really like Reto is not a good choice. Like it's really have to be you exploring what kind of woman you like, and there's a lot of Filipina on the dating websites. Do you
yeah,
agree, Sis Ria and
Yeah,
Cory?
there's a lot.
yeah,
But you have
Yeah.
to be careful,
yeah. You have to be
Remy.
careful because
Yeah.
what I've learned, like when you start talking to them, if they ask you for money in the first like second, get rid of them.
Get rid of them. Yes. That's right. Because if that was their priority, then you know for sure what they're up to, right? Like
Yeah,
if
Yeah.
that
because
was
every like I've been chatting online for like years and years, but not like for dating or nothing. And then like I'll be chatting, and then these people will be like, "Oh, send me money." I'll be like, "Why?" "Oh, because you're my friend."
What?
I'm
Because
like,
we're friends?
"No."
Give you
wow.
money.
Sana all.
Sana all my money
but
agad.
but actually, my Ria was having financial problems, and I
Mhm.
didn't even know her. And when we were talking, I gave her eighty
Just we're
dollars.
just like friends, and then he just like I told him, you don't need to do that. I don't ask you money. I don't wanna accept your money. He said, no, you have to, because I by that time when we were talking, I was in Palawan. I was working in Palawan, and I think the Samsung ended the contract from the Robinson's place, and they wanted me to go back to Iloilo right away. So
Oh.
I don't have money. I have money, but you have to buy the plane ticket by your own, something like.
Yeah.
So I was like hang, and I don't know why did he sent me money. I don't know.
Because you had to pay your friend back.
Eh.
Because she borrowed money from a
Yeah,
friend.
I borrowed money from my friend, and I told him, you don't need to do that. I got my money already from my friend, but you don't
And you're
need to
like,
send me
and you're
money.
like, she's like, you don't know me.
Yeah, him, you don't even know me. Why
I'm
you send me
it's just a
money?
gift.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I like
And
helping out people.
that's
Yeah.
good of you, we call this Corey. So we have another comment here from
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy. He said, I have
Hey,
a
buddy.
lovely woman that I am with. I love her so much, and she is so nice and takes really good care of me.
Oh,
What
that's
can you say about that, Corey? About Filipinas taking good care of their husband or their partner?
That is 100% true. Because every
True.
time I'm I'm uh I'm at work, the house is always clean. Food is always on the table or on the stove. She's always happy to see me, and she's always texting me, "I love you. I miss you." I text
Charot.
her too. I love you and I miss you.
Charot
I
lang.
want to
Sana
be. I call her my buggy buggy.
all.
Lagi malat.
I miss my buggy.
And then Buddy continued, he said, "We are planning on doing a K1 instead of marrying in the US instead of there." All right, okay, yeah. Buddy, I also got married here in the US. We were on a K1 route, and back then that was pre-pandemic. The processing was only 6 months, but I don't know now, post-pandemic, how's the processing. But yes, K1 is fine too. The downside though, the downside for K1 is that when your Filipina gets here in the US, she will not have her green card yet or her work permit. So you'll have to do the adjustment of status and wait for her work permit before she can start doing, work here. And
Mhm.
for CR1, when the Filipina gets in the US, she already is a permanent resident
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
she can work already.
Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
And also we have Sis Rose. Virtual hug, Sis Rose. You remember
Hey,
Sis
the
Rose?
Knights and Lovers, how
Yes.
are you? It's been a long
Yes.
time.
She will be appearing on my channel as well one of these days. We still have to
Oh,
coordinate with the
hi,
time.
and
And she has a
Lovers.
beautiful story as well to tell to our viewers.
Nice.
So, yeah. Viewers, watch out for that conversation with the Night's Lovebirds. And then Eric said, Remy, do your research first, learn the red flags. All of the
Mm-hmm.
information is on YouTube. So
Yes.
speaking of red flags, Corey, when you entertained the idea of looking for a partner from the Philippines, did you also
Mhm.
do research or like the red flags that you should watch out for, things like that?
No, I didn't do no research at all.
I just landed into him.
I
You
basically
got lucky.
I just jumped in without knowing anything.
Yeah, without knowing. I'm like, even me, I didn't look for I didn't like think of marrying
I wasn't
a
even
white
looking for a
man. I'm
relationship
like,
back then.
Oh.
and he just landed into me.
I wasn't looking. She wasn't looking. I was just looking for someone to talk to because, like I said before, I was in a relationship with another
Mm-hmm.
Filipina. She broke up with me,
Mm-hmm.
And then that
and
Filipina was based in California?
no, she was actually from Manila.
Ah, so that was also LDR. Okay.
No, no, I worked with a mom
Mm-hmm.
at my previous job,
Mm-hmm.
and her mom said, "Oh, I have a daughter who's looking for a friend." So we
Uh-huh.
started chatting online, and then
Mm.
we just became friends. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't it wasn't no LDR.
Yeah.
And then when she got to the U.S., we just started talking, and then I guess we like hit it off. And then she had a daughter from a married guy,
Oh,
and
okay.
then she said, "Oh, I'm bringing my daughter, but I don't want to be with you when I'm with my daughter. I'm just
Oh.
gonna tell my daughter that's my
Uh-huh.
friend."
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I said, "Okay, that's cool. Whatever you got to do." And
But you
then
know what? You landed to someone way better.
yeah, and then the father actually came to visit the daughter.
Uh-huh.
The mom actually flew to the Seattle because that's where the plane landed. He dropped off,
Mm-hmm.
and on her Instagram, she put a caption that I didn't approve of. She put "my two loves."
So it means.
So and then I told her, I said, "What's this about?" And she
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, that's what I was feeling at the time."
So that's why you guys broke up.
And then after that, she started acting distant.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew something was up. And
Uh-huh.
then one thing she said, "I don't love you anymore."
What?
And then I'm
You were
like,
like,
and then I'm
really?
like, okay, give me my ring back because I bought her a promise ring,
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
and then I sold it for like $80 on Facebook.
I'm
But
sorry.
good thing, Corey, you did not have a bad I mean, you know what I mean? You have a like a relationship with a Filipina that did not work. Good thing
Yeah,
you were still entertaining or like interested to get married with a Filipina.
yeah.
Why? I mean, what was in your mind back then? Like, my heart was broken by this Filipina. Now I'm gonna look for another
Well,
Filipina.
I didn't even know she was a Filipina.
Oh!
It's happened.
We just started like
It
conversation.
just
Oh, where you
happened
came
to.
from? I'm like, oh,
and then
I'm
when you and then
Philippines.
when you learned that she's a Filipina, what was your reaction? It's like, oh, another Filipina?
No, I'm just like, okay,
Okay. Yeah, we started talking and we became friends.
yeah.
And after that, yeah, we became became boyfriends. So
And then for me, flying to the Philippines, I think we planned it for like a couple of years
mhm.
because she said, "Oh, I'm gonna go
It took
work."
like 3 years before we met. Like
In
in
person.
our relationship, it was like 3 years before we met
Oh,
and get married. Yeah.
Yeah,
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
because she
Oh,
had a job in Hong Kong.
Yeah. So
me and my husband's story is quite the opposite because he
mhm.
flew to the Philippines after just 2 months from, chatting online.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
just showed up in my workplace.
Oh
Like, I
God.
was shocked. Like,
Oh,
I wasn't
where
even
are you?
prepared. I,
Yeah.
I was eating my lunch. I was eating fish at that time since Ria.
My
And
God.
even if like whatever how hard I brush my teeth, and making sure that I'm not gonna be smelling fish, but still I did. But yeah,
But
that was that was so funny.
so basically, you
Oh
met
my
him with a fish in your mouth.
Yeah. But anyway, so you guys, you've been in the dating website or yeah, and so if somebody would ask what would be the red flags that you can tell to the people who are still in the dating website that they should look out for.
God.
Well, the first one, like I said, if they ask you for the money, like within 5 minutes, that's a big one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for you, Sis Ria, what would be your red flag? Also for the perspective of the Filipina this time who are in the dating website, what would be the red flags that the Filipina should look out for?
First, of course, financial, something like that, and like they really wanna like tell the guy that, oh, I want you to come over here and meet me or see me, and
Uh-huh.
they started like she wants the guy to like uh go in the Philippines and meet her or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
she started like talking about what she gonna do when she moves to US, something like that. If she gonna get uh financially like support or something like that,
Uh-huh.
money or something like that, or she gonna apply for a job, something like that.
So
Yeah.
that would be okay. And then also, just to give an idea as well to foreigners, because they're thinking that it's the Filipina who are just after for money. Actually, guys, there's also a lot of men scamming Filipinas.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
Sis
there are
Ria?
some
There are
also.
some Filipinas that fell for these scams where like, hey, I sent you a box or a gift, and but the custom will not release it
Oh yeah, and you have
unless
to
you will
pay
send money to
something.
this person.
You know
Yeah,
what?
there.
My friend was dating a Filipino online, and then that same thing happened to him. He sent a box to her, and then she never got it because she said
Oh.
the customs won't give it
Holding
to
it,
her.
yeah, holding it, she need to pay for like a tax, something like that. So you have,
Mm,
she asked for money to Cory's friend that, oh, you have to send me money because I have to pay for the tax
Yeah,
before I get
but
your back.
that's not
But
the case.
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know,
I think
it didn't
I
work.
think she was from Manila as well, and I think she was a bad one because uh, throughout the whole relationship online, she just wanted money.
Oh my gosh, Sis Rose experienced that too. That
Really?
that kind of scam. Oh my gosh. Actually, I had an office mate before that he has a cousin. It's like verifying with because we were working at the airport. Like, hey, is this really true that the customs are asking money for the gift to be released or the item, blah blah blah. And then my friend said it's a scam. Don't fall for that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All right. So Eric here shared that he spent 3 to 6 months researching about Filipino and the Filipino culture and the red flags. Good
Yeah,
for you, Eric.
Oh
that's
my,
good.
yeah,
Good for
that's
you
a great
because not
idea.
everyone not everyone can be as lucky as Cory here who landed on a good woman.
Yes,
Really.
right go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because like
it's like a
yes.
destiny to us that we didn't search each other. Like, oh, I really want to marry an American man, but I just landed into him, and yeah,
I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking I would even get married.
you're funny.
But what changed, Cory? What changed your mind?
What
Because
changed my
like
mind?
yeah, like you said you were not in the headspace of marriage. What
Yeah,
changed your mind?
it was just time for me to get married because I'm old,
You're you're
and
funny.
I was alone, and I didn't want to be alone anymore.
But then like you said that you were in the like you were just talking to people, not really
Yeah,
like intentional of like I'm gonna be looking for a wife
yeah.
or things like that. But then when you met Sis Ria, what did you
Mm.
see in her that made you say this is the woman, I'm gonna marry her?
Well, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just because we were just talking through the mobile phone, and my phone at the time it was just like a regular stick phone. It wasn't a smartphone.
Uh-huh.
So and then I just looked up the Facebook and I seen a photo.
Mm-hmm.
You stuck me, huh?
Yeah, I
And you
did.
get smitten. And you get smitten. It's like, oh, I can't pass this woman. I need
Yeah,
to secure her.
yeah,
Yeah, and then we exchanged each other about our account, something like that. I told him, "Can you, I have your Facebook account?" He said, "I really don't have a Facebook." I told, "Really?" He said, "No, I don't do that."
I did.
Did you? Did you have a Facebook
I
by
think I
that
did.
time? I
I
think
don't
you
know.
did have, but you didn't upload anything.
No.
Like only one profile picture. That's it. I'm like, how can I know that you are true? Something like that. That's why we video chat each other every day, like constantly.
Uh, this is a crazy story here, sis, from Eric. He said
Oh
that
my god.
his Filipina was working in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia when they met. Took almost
Uh-huh.
2 years before they she went home, and then Eric flew to the Philippines. The pandemic caused the long wait, and then when he flew to the Philippines, the plane crashed.
What?
Which plane?
Heck,
In Cebu, which plane was this? Are you?
Are you
are you
sure?
okay?
And then he said we put the pics in the petition. And all right, so for Eric, he continued. He said, make sure they aren't already married too. Get a senumar if you are unsure, and make sure they are really women. A lot of lady boys. All
Yeah.
right, speaking of
No,
lady
there are
boys.
some. Yeah, there are some. The lady
One
boys.
of them freaked me out. We were in the town. We were at some place, and then one of them asked me like, "Oh, did you find everything okay?" And I turned around, and it was a lady boy.
You know what? It's like this. If you see someone who's super gorgeous, like super
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous for a woman, question now if he's really a woman, because sometimes these lady boys are looking like more feminine and
Yeah.
more
Yeah, they
yeah,
are. Yeah,
because they take a lot of pills and dress
yeah,
whatever.
they are trans, and I have
But
a friend like that.
uh,
Trans, yeah.
in the Philippines, actually, I think there's a little a percentage in the population, but in the I think in Thailand there's a lot of lady boys.
Hmm.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, I mean we have nothing against them, but
Yeah,
of course, yeah,
fine.
but of course, if you are somebody who is looking for a woman to marry because you wanted a family, you want someone who can carry or bear a child, then of course you don't want to end up in a lady boy. So of course,
Yeah.
that's what Eric is saying here. Make
Yeah.
sure that it's not a lady boy.
They are not lady boy. Yeah, that
No,
is
she's not
true.
a lady boy.
That's right.
And so we are also joined here by Papa B from Canada. Hello, Papa
Hi,
B.
Papa
Hello, Papa
B.
B from Canada.
Yes. Yes, hello, Papa B. All right, so looks like we're out of questions for now, so we can proceed to the next part of our conversation, which is now, um, Sis Ria and the
Mm-hmm.
life in California. So, Sis Ria, before flying to California, did you have expectations about what's gonna be your life in California?
Actually, my expectations before, it was like wrong because I was like expecting that all the people here are living in a good life. And California is the great, like, the most popular state in the United States. So
Uh-huh.
like expecting that all people here living their good life, and most of them are like, have money, something like that, have a good job and something like that. And then I was wrong, because over here in California we do have a lot of homeless, and it's not,
Oh,
California is not that clean as I expect. Yeah,
I
so it
see.
depends on what city you live, but over here in our city is like a lot of homeless. So
They come
uh
from San Jose.
yes, in the big cities like even San Francisco and Los Angeles has a lot of, there's like a whole street of homeless people. So I didn't know that until I got here.
All right. But aside from that, are there other expectations um that you had before moving to California?
Of course, over here the culture that shocks me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the uh first, of course, the
Language.
language or the communication.
But you're already good with
Yeah, I
English.
know, but over here they talk so fast and you
Oh
can
yeah.
catch up. Like, what did you say? I'm like, oh, what I
And
was
then the
saying.
accent. And then the
Yeah,
accent is Ria.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because in the
exactly.
Philippines, Corey, I don't know if you have noticed that. There are certain words that we pronounce differently
Mm-hmm.
than you guys here, like local in California or Washington. I think Washington and California has pretty much the same accent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's interesting to know, Sis Ria. And then
Yeah, it's like hard.
how
It
about
took
you,
for me.
Corey? What were your expectations that of your I mean, before your wife got in California?
Mm-hmm. My expectations.
Expectations.
Let me think about this. I really didn't have any expectations. I just wanted her to live a happy, good life with me in California.
Okay.
Took around the state, or the not state, the town. Showed around.
Yeah.
And then I know for sure it'll be a big adjustment for Sis Ria, to settle in California. What did you do to smoothen the transition?
Nothing.
Just comfort me.
Just comfortable.
just just come.
Yeah. Taught
Yeah.
Did,
me
did you buy her a rice cooker before she gets in
oh,
California?
actually already
No, we had one because somebody gave us a rice cooker
from our
from
wedding.
a wedding,
Oh,
and we brought it
interesting.
over.
Actually, rice cooker is one of the famous gifts during
Yeah.
wedding.
And plus, I love rice.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
nice. And so yeah, so but then in in the area where you live now in California, is it cold? Or I mean, how different it is the climate compared to the Philippines?
It's cold. Well,
Winter.
we have the four seasons, but it's the winters over here. They're like really cold because we live
Mm.
by the beach and the
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
ocean.
no, oh my God,
Bay.
that's so lovely.
We're in the
And
bay.
then, how was it, Sis Ria, for you? How did you adjust to that kind of climate?
So for the weather, the climate, actually it's not that really bad. But because I was working in Hong Kong for 2 years, so we did have four seasons also. So
Uh-huh.
we have winter, and then I brought some winter jackets with me, of course. But it's still colder here. But then
Mm.
it doesn't like affect me a lot. I
All
adjust.
right. Did
Well,
you
Doesn't
did you
matter.
experience homesickness?
yeah,
Yeah,
she did.
I did.
And how did you
I told,
overcome homesickness?
but he motivates me. Like after a month that I came here, I worked already. So I overcome all my like sickness, because if you have work, you're busy and you're talking to some
Mm,
people, so you forget about the homesick. And
gotcha. And
we have the YouTube, so we're busy editing videos, so it's fine.
yeah, so so you're saying that the
Mm-hmm.
best cure for homesickness would be get yourself
Working,
busy.
Just keep
yeah,
busy.
keep busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
working.
then so Sis Ria, what was your first job?
Actually, my first job is until right now is a preschool teacher. Yeah,
Okay.
my first job.
So, okay, to date, you are still a preschool teacher. That's so
Yeah.
nice. Oh, do you have a teaching experience in the Philippines?
Actually, in the Philippines, no, because I graduated my bachelor degree as information technology, which I didn't use it right here.
Oh,
So um, when I applied to that job, they required me for a fingerprint and my physical exam and drug test and yeah, and after that I took some online classes to be
ah,
yes,
okay. So
and the
you,
company paid for it.
oh, really? So you applied first, and then they provide you
Yeah,
the training and
yeah,
like the online courses for you to. Oh, okay, that's so nice, and it's all paid for.
yes.
All right, that's so nice. And but how was the job hunting? Was it easy to land a job in California?
Actually, it was very easy because we just went there and then I handed all my paperworks or all the documents that they required. And then it was really easy because the director is Cory's acquaintance.
Mm.
So she
Uh,
knows Cory. So
She actually
did
got
a
the
little bit of interview.
she actually got the job before she came to the Philippines. I,
oh,
I mean, before she came to the U.S.
to the US. Wow, that's
Because my job at the time, they come in shop for the school,
Mm-hmm.
and I would tell them about that
mm,
she was in Hong Kong at the time, taking care of two kids or one
Uh-huh.
kid, and then they're like, oh, if ever she wants a job, just have her come over here. I'm like, okay.
nice,
Yeah. It
nice.
was not really uh, hard.
And then so how about like the how was the experience as a preschool teacher in California?
Oh, being a preschool teacher, you need like probably 101% of patience because most of the kids are,
They don't listen.
they don't listen and you can't touch them. Like you have to be
Mm,
patient and tell them what is right and wrong. So by the way, I'm handling the 3 years old. So it's like I do potty training to them too because we provide potty training. And yeah, I did some potty trainings at the preschool. And then we taught them like of course circle time, like basic ABCs, counting and everything. Yeah.
nice.
So it's not really that bad if you love children
And
like I do.
you have your favorite
Yeah, and
kid.
I have like babies over there. So I enjoyed my job actually. So it makes me happy and fulfilled.
Yeah, but that's really the key. Like
Mm-hmm.
enjoy, like your
Yeah,
happiness with
just
your
enjoy
job.
your work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so nice. But Corey, your wife is working. I mean, I know and already you mentioned that yes, your house is still clean. It was
Mhm.
not, I mean, your house is not a mess even if your Filipino wife is working. For sure you're very happy about that, right?
Yeah, and when I'm off work, I clean the house as well,
Yeah, he did.
or I try to.
I taught him on how to clean and put his dirty clothes inside the laundry bag or laundry basket. Because not by leaving like under the bed, put in the closet, everything, the clean and the dirty will be mixed. I told him, no, we don't do that over here, okay?
She taught me how to be
Yeah,
nice and
I taught
clean.
him how to be clean.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
when I was
He's clean, but Americans are different.
yeah, when I was living with my mom and dad, my room would always be clean.
Mm,
When I moved out of the house, I had roommates,
Mm-hmm.
and my roommates didn't care. So I'm like, why should I care? I'm cleaning your guys' mess.
Yeah, yeah, so
and then we kind of mentioned it offline earlier that
mm-hmm.
Corey, the one of the reasons as well why you, I mean, okay, I'm gonna ask you the question now so you can answer. So why did you not consider marrying a Western woman?
What? Because they are demanding. They want. I think all they want is money. If you don't have a fancy house, a fancy car, a big house, a nice job, they don't want anything to do with you. And the Filipinas, they really don't care if you're if you have money, if you're good looking, they just want to be loved, and they want to love you back.
And then your wife has been with you in the US for 5 years.
5 years.
And how has she changed? What are the changes that you have seen from her so far?
Her language, I think she adapted to the American language of a lot of cursing.
Hey, no.
Yes,
Sometimes.
yes, a lot. At first, she was very shy, but now she's not shy anymore. She would always say, like, I don't have any friends. She made a lot of friends already.
I have my coworkers.
She has your coworkers. She has
some of my
you
friends.
you have Amelia, the little baby you watch at school that you love.
So one of my baby at school, her family are our friends. We're not like family friends already. So
Nice.
yeah.
So, and then what's the best thing for you, Corey? What's the best part of being married to a Filipina?
Coming home to someone that loves you.
Oh, sana
Cute.
all.
Yeah. Not being sad all the time.
Say sana all.
Sana all.
What about you, Sis Ria? What's the best part about being married to an American?
Actually, being married to an American is like making you feel special, like treating you like a queen. Not really a queen, but you are the special girl, the only girl that she takes care of it and
That I spoiled.
spoiling you. Yeah. So all this time, if he's off, so he gonna be bugging me all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he is very understanding and respectful.
Yeah.
And
And
then so what can you say about all right, what can you say about those Western men saying don't bring your Filipina to the West?
Not true. Bring
Not
up.
true.
bring him.
Bring the
Because
Filipina to the West.
you have I think you have a better life with a Filipina than you would with an American woman.
Not
Yeah,
all.
but they're saying is like if you marry a Filipina,
Yeah.
don't take her to the West. Just go and settle in the Philippines. What's your thoughts on that?
What's my thoughts about that?
Mm,
I really don't have any thoughts. Do you have
like
thoughts?
going, like living in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Or
Going
yeah,
there. Probably I could say that they actually think that or living in the Philippines because most men think that Filipina are after only for the green card that they always
uh,
think. Yeah, so
mhm.
that is not true.
Yeah, that's what my sister even said too, and some
What did
friends
she
of
say?
mine, and some
Yeah,
friends of mine said that too, but I didn't listen.
that if I got my green card, I'm gonna leave him like in the side and marry another man. No, that is not.
Yeah.
I
Actually, my husband too, when he announced to his friends and family that he's dating a Filipina, of course, it's like, oh, be careful,
Yeah,
blah blah, because they're like this and that. So,
And plus, at my work, I worked with a lot of Filipinos, so I knew them pretty well,
and they're nice.
and they're nice.
all right, so Corey, you grew up in a Western culture, and Ria and me, we are Filipinas. We also have our Philippine culture. So, how do you manage cultural differences in your relationship?
I just let her do what she wants.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
I
problem
don't have a
about
problem.
cultural differences. Like for example, earlier, as what you have said, that even though I am or we are here already in the United States, we still supporting our parents or family back in the Philippines. Yeah, that is true because us Filipino, that's our culture. We provide to our family as long as we can, and there's no problem with that.
I don't got a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's something that couple or like yeah, husband and wife needs to talk and
Yeah,
It
yeah,
depends.
yeah,
Yeah.
we talk about it too. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna send X
Money.
amount of money to Nana and Tata." I'm like, "Okay."
yeah, and also like for Filipinas also this also a reminder that um it's nice to like really consult with your husband if ever you're gonna send money or things like that. It needs to
Yeah,
be like um your husband is knowledgeable about that and is aware of how much you're
Mhm.
giving and you agreed on the amount so that to avoid, problems or
Just like
Yeah.
arguments.
a respect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I send her money too.
My family.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so nice of you. And what about you, Sis Ria?
Hmm.
What is a big Western culture that you have to teach yourself to adapt?
Oh,
Is
just
there?
like
Is there?
so over here in America, here in California, so the first culture like shocked me was it's like about food, because over here in the United States, the servings of the food is like isang bandihado, sis?
It's so huge.
Relate ka? It's like huge plate, and
Ah,
it serves by like complete, like we have the starter like appetizer. So it's like salad, or I'm full already with salad pa lang yan. So for salad, and then after that, like as what I've said, the starter, and then the main course, and which is served in a big plate, and then the last one have a dessert and with unlimited drinks. Oh my god, that's why I gain a lot of weight.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But what about like being like the Americans? I noticed they're very opinionated and very upfront and vocal with their opinions.
Yeah.
Is Corey like that too? Like a straightforward?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but I'm also quiet too.
Quiet. Yeah, he most of the time he's quiet. When he's quiet, he has like something to say, something like that. And I asked him like, "What's the problem?" Something like that. Can you tell
Yeah.
me? And then he started like sharing it to me.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
And then do you do tempo or sulking, Sis
Example.
Ria?
What's that?
Like sometimes, but not a lot.
Okay, so that's why Corey said, "What's that?" Because probably that's not you, Corey. There are some Filipinas that do tempo, wherein they don't talk to their
Talk to
husband for several days,
Oh, I mean,
and they just ignore their husband because, for example, the husband did something that they did not like, and then the Filipina, instead of um, you know, being open to the husband of how they really feel, they would keep it to themselves, but they will distance themselves from their husband, not talking to them, and then the husband was like, what?
I know
like
And
a
then
she.
space,
I know
like
she
need
does that
space.
for like maybe a day.
No, I didn't do a day.
Yeah, like okay, a couple hours.
Couple hours.
You'll be like
for
going. You'll be.
Just I told him like I wanna be alone, right?
So
I don't
she.
wanna talk right now.
So she
Okay.
goes in the room.
Yeah, but sometimes, not all the time.
all right, before we go to the specifics as to the cost of living in California, let's say hi to some of our friends who are here joining us tonight. We have Sis Jackie. Hello, Sis Jackie. She said
Hello.
hello,
Hi,
Arlene and Rhea and
Jackie.
Corey. And then of course Papa B, and then Sis Rose said sana all talaga.
Charot. Hi, Sis Jackie. How are you? Papa B Skits and the Night's Lovers. Hello to all of
Yeah.
you guys.
Hello to all of you guys. So yeah, looks like we
Thank you
don't
for
have a
watching.
question yet from them. So let's proceed to like the cost of
Mhm.
living in
Cali-
California. So
Okay.
how's your gas prices now in California?
Like
I
999.
we filled up a couple of days ago, and I think it was like
99.
519 or 526.
A
Okay.
gallon?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wow. Here we already dropped to less than $5 a
Oh, you
gallon.
did?
Yeah,
That,
but at some point I think the highest we got was like $5.60 a gallon here in
Mhm.
I,
We have
Washington.
like six
I know
something
the
now.
high. Yeah, the highest over here was like
Six something.
16.
How about mortgage and rent in California?
The
Say a
rent
two bedroom apartment. How much would that cost in
the rent
California?
over here, it costs like 1,500 to 2,000 or more.
Oh,
Yeah, it
and
depends
then
on what city you live.
Yeah.
Because if
and
you
then
live in big cities,
uh-huh.
you have to pay for 2,000 to 3,000 or more for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really
And
expensive.
then the minimum wage, how much is it in California?
The minimum wage right now, I think, is 15.50. It depends on what designation you have too.
Yeah, sis Jackie reacted because sis Jackie is from Texas. She said, "Oh my gosh, it's so expensive in in Texas." I think she's talking about the price per gallon for gas in
Hmm.
Texas. It's just $3.
What?
Wow, shit.
That's half of our gas here? Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
That's why you have to get two jobs or three here.
Yeah,
That's why
speaking of two jobs, so sis Ria here, he's a proud two job holder, two job holder,
two job holder talaga. Yes.
degree holder.
Oh my
So
god.
sis Ria, how was that experience having a two job
How did
in
I handle it?
California? Yeah, how do you
Ah,
handle it? And
even
you
me.
still keep the house very clean. You still made sure that Cory's taken care of. How did you
Yes.
do that?
I don't know. I just manage my time. Whenever I come home, like to before I go to my second job, I have to make sure that I clean up all the mess from the sink, everything, like wash all the dishes there. And we have three cats, so I have to like clean the house too, because they always make a mess too with when it comes to kitty litter. So you have to sweep everything and vacuum because
And then shed. They
yeah,
also shed,
they're
right?
shedding. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then
So
Cory, when your wife told you about her plan of having another job, what was your reaction?
I really don't want to because I didn't want her to have a second job because I told her that it'll take time away from us to be together.
mhm.
Hmm.
But if you want a second job, you can have a second job.
Yeah.
And why, sis Ria? I mean, you guys are already comfortable. Why is it you still? What was your motivation that really pushes you to do this? All this hard work.
Because no, because I really love that brand, and
Uh,
I wanna have to have a discount on that brand, luxury brand. Yeah, so that's why I got a job, and I wanna like save up.
She got the job on her very first interview.
nice.
She didn't
Congratulations,
have to go for
sis.
a second one.
Hmm.
You were always so lucky with your job hunting in California.
Yeah, it's
Sana
like
all.
easy, just like talking. But actually, the manager is really nice. He's a call manager, and like the questions not that bad. He just gave me example or like tips on how to handle sales because he asked me what was my experience in Philippines. Yeah, and I told him that I was a associate also over there in Samsung Philippines. So he said, so basically you have a sales experience, so you're hired. Like do
Nice.
onboarding right now and process the papers, get back here and give me your information, everything. Yeah. So
That's nice, no? They're not wasting anybody's time. Like
No.
there are some establishments or some companies like
grateful.
you have to come back again for another interview and then another
No,
interview and
over
then
there
another.
if they don't, if they say that, oh, you're not hired, something like that, so you don't need to waste your time waiting or expecting that you're hired. They just gonna tell you right away if you're hired or not.
And Sis Rose here said, "Wow, Sis Ria, I don't think I can do two jobs. Hats off."
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah, it depends. I think on how you manage your time, of course. Yeah,
And plus, our two jobs are flexible. So,
yeah, it's flexible. Like,
and my job I have is flexible too.
yeah,
Oh, nice. And
So,
then yeah, that's so nice about thing here in America as well. Like they value like
your time.
giving their employees a flexibility, and it's
Yeah.
really nice because in the Philippines, Cory, like if you're late for like 1 minute, it's already a deduction to your
I
salary.
Yeah, over
know.
here, if you say that, oh, I can't work these days because I'm full in my other job, my boss will just gonna adjust my time. Like, oh, I can't work Tuesday, Monday because I will be like having a hard time in my first job. So I don't schedule me in that days, and he will ask you what days you are available, and then he will schedule you in that hours that you want.
Yeah, same thing with
Gotcha.
my job.
It's very flexible. Yeah.
My 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 employees will be like, I can't work this day. I'm like, okay. So I take them off the schedule. You got the day off.
Nice. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's right because you're a supervisor, Cory, no? So you approve the shift for people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good for you, Cory, for understanding
yeah,
the needs of your employees or
yeah,
yeah or your direct reports.
yeah.
And then also, so you guys have mentioned that so it's crazy expensive here in California, blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm.
why are you still in California? I mean, what's keeping you in California? What's the, aside from those bad side of California, what's the beauty of California? That's why you're still there in California.
We love the weather,
Well, I was
actually.
like I said offline. I was born in California. I did move to Nevada for a little while, but I didn't like it because
It's hot, way
it's
hotter.
hot. I had no money. I was living with my sister, and it,
You're broke.
yeah. And then
And then,
the reason why I came back is to be with my little brother. It was
mm,
nine at the time.
Yeah.
and then so in California as well, I believe there's a lot of job opportunities too
Yeah, there is.
compared
Yeah,
to like other states, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would be granted like so I mean, for you guys in California, what do you think is would be an income that would be a comfortable living in California?
I
Just
would
to give
say
an idea to those who are planning to migrate to California.
I would say 50,000 a year.
If you're earning 50,000 a year, you will already have a comfortable life in
What
California.
Not really,
what
because
each?
we earn more than that.
Well, yeah, but
Each. Yeah,
each
each.
each
Oh, each.
it's
Okay,
each.
each
Yes, each.
each. So 100,000
Yeah.
household income.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay, pretty much. Yeah, it's somewhat like
Minimum.
that as well here in Washington.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just minimum. Yeah.
yeah. If you have 100,000 household income in
Yeah.
Washington too, that's already a comfortable life. But below that, it'll be a little
Little
stretch.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Struggle.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's a good input for people considering of living in California.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but you have kids. Sorry, sis. You have
uh
to like more than that because
if you
kids.
have kids, you
Yeah,
need to
just
have more.
probably yes. You need to have more.
So you're saying if it's just husband and wife, 100,000
Mm-hmm.
is very
Yes.
comfortable
Yeah.
to live in
Yeah,
California.
but if
But
you
if
have kids, you expect that you gonna be earning more because kids
oh
they
yeah,
want.
yeah, so it's super expensive then
Yes.
in California. But the
Yeah.
weather is good.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
weather's
it's
nice.
really good. It's like Philippines lang.
And plus, if we
That's
need to
so
go to
nice.
the beach
And
is
then
only
the beach you
45
can
minutes away.
actually swim, right? The beach in California you can
Yeah,
actually
we
Yeah.
swim.
do. We have Santa Cruz here, and yeah,
That's what I actually miss the beach, Sis Ria.
but
That's
we
one
didn't
of
go
the
often because we don't have time.
here in Washington we have beach, but it's ice cold.
Oh, it's
Super
cold.
cold. Like
Oh,
even
yeah.
even even like in the hottest of summer, it's still cold here in Washington, like the beach here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then Sis Jackie said that me too, my work offers always offer overtime, but I barely work overtime.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like,
It's exhausting
if my
Yeah,
work
maybe. Uh-huh.
if
Come on.
my work offered overtime, I'll take it.
because you want
Mm.
to earn more.
Yeah.
The more money the better.
Yeah.
And me actually in my work I'm a not an hourly but just salaried employee, like even if I work more than 40 hours or
Yeah.
less, I'm paid the same amount.
Yeah.
And so yeah, maybe in the future we can talk about, because there's some people like, oh, you need to move to the Philippines and it's better to live in the Philippines with your Filipina. In the future podcast, maybe you guys can join me again with Sis Jackie and our
No
other
problem.
friends here in the US to talk about
Mm-hmm.
like our insights being like living here in
Uh-huh.
the US, like what are the benefits of like living here in the US. And
Over
yes, for me,
here,
access really to high paying job.
mm-hmm. And over here, if you're good in handling money, you could save up a lot if
Yeah.
you know how to handle money. But if you don't know how to, so
Yeah, I also really like the quality of life here in the US. Like
mm-hmm.
as long as you work for it, like you can enjoy life. Unlike in the
Yeah.
Philippines, like our access to high paying job is very slim.
Yes,
Yeah, but here in the US, as
there's
long as
a lot
you
of
work, you can enjoy then a
Yeah.
lot of finer things in
yeah,
America.
that is true.
All right. So, one last thing. Any message or last words to all our viewers here?
Yeah, so first of all, I really just want to thank you to you, Sis Arlene, for inviting us over here to be a part of your channel, talk about our life here in California. And it is an honor to us that to be a part of your
Yeah,
show.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you
The
so
pleasure
much.
is all mine.
Yeah. And to all the viewers, thank you so much, guys. Hope you guys
Thank you everybody for watching.
And don't forget to visit our channel also named Korea's Vlogs. So you can see their our lifestyle vlogs.
And
Yeah.
plus, this is my fourth time doing this. I never did it before, and I like it.
Yeah, he loves it probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Corey. Actually, I did not expect that you're gonna say yes for an interview, let alone a live interview
Yeah,
or
I
a
know.
live conversation. So yeah, thank you so much.
you're
I'm very
welcome.
grateful, super
Mm-hmm.
grateful for the support in this new direction of my channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, if there's something I get from you guys is just really respecting each other,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
respecting the culture, and it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that like when the wife is working that I'm already the boss because I work, I earn, blah blah blah. I can see
Mm-hmm.
that that was not a problem with you, even if Ria is earning good as well. And she still keeps the house. She
Mhm.
she still makes sure
I
that you're
still
taken
manage
care
to
of. And
yeah.
that's really the beauty of Filipina. And that's also something that I'd like to share here on my channel, the stories of beautiful, kind Filipinas, so that especially nowadays that there are these modern women attacking Filipinas, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, so there's a lot of quality Filipinas, and yes, of course, there's always somebody, like you said, there's some Filipina as well that are not of quality. You just have to be very careful.
Mhm.
And Corey, I would say you got lucky, man,
I
because
did.
you did not do your research and whatnot, and you just
You
landed
just
on
landed.
Yeah.
on Caesarea. You got lucky, but for the most part, for other Western men watching here, you do your research and you observe the Filipina if she's really um she really is the person that she is saying she is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it takes a lot of time with each other to get to know each other, and then of course respecting each other and respecting the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And yeah, thank you so much again, Sis
You're
Ria and
welcome.
Corey. And also thank you so much, viewers, to Sis Rose from Australia, to Sis Jackie in Texas, to Papa V in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and to Jeremy, and to um who was the other one? Eric, and who was
Oh,
here
Eric,
with
yeah.
us. Yes, and Buddy, thank you so much for
Mm-hmm.
interacting with us.
Yeah.
For to Remy, thank you. And I hope to see you again, guys, next time. And please don't forget the link to Korea's vlogs. Their channel is in the description of this video. So give them a visit, and if you have a questions for them, I think there's also an about the
There's
in
a
the
comment.
about section of their channel. You can see how you can reach them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you have questions, I believe Corey and Ria would be happy to share what they can share or their inputs. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I
Thank you,
hope you
guys.
had a wonderful rest of your week,
Thank you,
Thank
and
sis.
you.
God bless all of
God bless
you.
everyone. Bye,
Bye
guys.
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye, sis.